We are here on the first episode of Fights and Debates. We got UFC 311 on for you. Uh, we're here to talk about everything, anything up to date.
Like movies, sports, what else?
Just whatever in general. And the late politics, anything.
Yep.
But yeah, we got UFC 311. The early prelims are on here. That's why we call it Fights and Debates. We'll get one of these out to you guys.
Yep.
Every time there's a fight, we'll debate.
I'm excited. What do you think?
We're going to have, there's no special guests with us today.
First episode.
But we will have special guests with us.
I mean, we're pretty special. And we're the guests.
But who wants to kick off our
I do.
discussion here?
I need to know this. What are your thoughts about like TikTok being gone tomorrow? Yeah.
I don't think it's gonna be gone, or actually, wasn't there rumors that Mr. Beast was gonna buy it?
Yeah, there's rumors
Beast talk.
Mr. Beast, Elon Musk.
Yeah.
X talk.
X talk, is that what it's gonna be? That'd be kind of cool.
The Supreme Court passed through the law banning it, so technically by the end of tonight at midnight it should be done. It should
at
be
12.
gone. Yeah, but I don't know.
Actually, I was looking it up, and they did say that they would be fining the Google and Apple stores or the apps.
Yeah, I
for
also
like
heard
$10 million or $10 billion or
something like that. I heard that like a bunch of American TikTokers are switching over to like a similar TikTok like platform.
Oh yeah,
different name.
Red Note.
Yeah.
Lemonade.
Lemonade is the same. It's the same as TikTok. It's the same company.
I'm on both. I got on both.
Well,
today.
I have Super 8. No, I mean not Super 8. I have Lemon 8, but I hate to say this, but the format of the app, for my tasting, my liking, is it doesn't hit like TikTok. It just reminds me of Instagram, or all the other stuff, like, and I don't like Instagram. Yeah. I just think the platform needs to be fixed.
I agree. I'm personally okay with TikTok being banned. The fact that like
it's getting really dirty.
Yeah, it's like children use that app, and for females to go in there and promote their content.
Well,
it's sick.
And
it's not just the females. The guys are getting really cringy too.
Yeah, grown ass men.
A lot of it too that I know a lot of people had a problem with is like you were saying, children are on there.
Yep.
And they let some videos stay, and then videos that should be fine get blocked. So I think if Elon buys it or if Mr. Beast buys it, it'll stay. It'll be better than ever. But we'll just have to wait and see. I don't know.
I don't think it's going to.
I feel like I
very
don't care.
long.
I don't care one way or the other.
Yeah. Well, I'm on YouTube, and I like YouTube way better.
Yeah, YouTube anyways. Shorts is basically the same thing.
Yeah, I like YouTube way better than Lemonade, but I haven't gave it Lemonade a fair chance yet because it's still new.
Yeah. How do you think it'll like? Because I know you've been doing TikTok for like the last year and a half now, more.
Probably a little bit more. Yeah.
And you got like most of your content on there. What are your thoughts on like having to like give up TikTok and switch to specifically YouTube Shorts unless you decide to take a different route?
Right. For me, I think it's just like when I do it, it's just for fun. Like for the other content, the other influencers, they're going to be hurting so much.
Yeah.
Because that's what they count on their income. Me, I'm just doing it for fun, hopefully to make people laugh and trying to get different products out there.
I agree.
But for the ones who are doing it for their jobs, it's going to suck. It's going to suck big time.
I agree. Yeah, I think if certain individuals are using it to like promote their like like their job like their like a construction job, welding, sports related stuff.
Yeah.
I think that's fine. In my opinion, I think like promoting like your OnlyFans or like doing explicit stuff on it's just
It should be on a different website. Isn't there like different websites for that in general? So
yeah,
that's just crazy.
Excited for the fights tonight.
Yeah, big fights. We got 2 main events tonight. Co-main event, we have
Merab and Umar.
Yep.
And then main event, Islam Makhachev and Renatso Muicano.
Yep, big
Unfortunately,
fights.
Armin Sarukian had to pull out due to a back injury, but that's just the name of the game.
I'm wondering, does Muicano shock the world tonight?
I think he will.
And defeat the reigning, defending lightweight UFC champion Islam Makhachev.
Yep.
I don't think it's going to happen. I think
So,
Islam's got the win.
I got a question specifically for you. So you're still new to mixed martial arts, UFC and stuff. What are your thoughts on it so far, getting into it?
So far, for being like just being new to it, I like I think my least favorite part of it, I mean, maybe it's just because I don't really understand
Is it like the wrestling and grappling?
It's the grappling to me. It's just like slow and steady. It's
like, well, and tonight, Merab, I don't. Did you like Merab? Or do you remember Merab last time?
Remember when we watched UFC?
Oh yeah,
Noche?
he was
the guy
smooth.
that went against O'Malley.
Yeah, he was pretty smooth on what he was doing. I think there's a difference on how you handle grappling, because if you just take your time and if you don't know what you're really doing, I mean, I don't know what I'm doing, but I'm just saying, like, if you don't really know how to do it smoother, I don't know. Like, I don't want to watch someone fiddle with this person taking their time, like their sweet time on grappling, when they could have do more stuff.
Well, that's just the name of the game. Wrestling and grappling, like, they're technical with it, so it's gonna be slow and like since you're new, you're not quite understanding it. So like it's gonna be. I can see how it can be
I feel like there should be like a time limit on grappling.
So are you?
In some aspects.
So are you saying it's, or do you mean like it's not as entertaining?
I think, I can see that. Yeah, I can. Yeah, it's more like, oh man, what am I watching? This is taking what, 2 minutes for him to figure out another grappling style. It's like, oh, let's do the handshaking, grabbing thing. I don't know what they call it, but it's just weird. It's just, I don't think it's that entertaining, I guess.
Yeah.
Or pleasing. But the other stuff, like their kicks.
Like I said, you're still new to the sport, so like you'll get, like the more you watch it, like you'll get more intrigued with it. You'll understand why the grappling and wrestling is so slow. Like I said, it's technical. And these are the highest of level of fighters that you can find.
Talking about grappling and wrestling.
I like where this is going.
I have a question.
Yep, this needs to be talked about.
No.
What are your thoughts on the fat man role?
I know it's. Oh my gosh. I know it's a real thing.
It's a hot topic.
But I don't. I think it's just. I think it's stupid.
How come? What do you think about the fat man role?
I think it's
just a lazy. I just think it's a dumb name for it, at least. The name is just terrible.
Well, there's other names. There's multiple names for it. But my wrestling coach growing up, he taught me this move. First move I learned was the head and arm.
Yeah.
Second or third move I learned was the fat man roll.
Mm-hmm.
And I think it's a great move. It's quick. It's efficient. It doesn't always work, but it works a lot of the time. And yeah, that's all I got to say about it. It's a great move. They use it in college wrestling. They use it in
Olympic wrestling.
Olympic wrestling.
Freestyle, Greco-Roman.
Chad Gable.
European wrestling, they use it.
WWE.
Chad Gable, former Olympic gold medalist wrestler used this move at his time at the Olympics.
I think it's Steve.
Gable Stevens did as well.
Yep.
So did Brock Lesnar. So this is a move that some of the best wrestlers
Bo
in the
Nickel.
world use, and
I just think
therefore I think it's an amazing move.
What's that? No.
I just think it's just they need to have a better name for it. Maybe there is. I just don't know any other name for the Fat Man roll. I think it's just a weird name.
I think here's the thing. This will have to. We'll talk about this more in a minute. But like, we'll get your wrestling skills up, and then there'll be a rematch, and then
For
those of you
people
don't
that
know.
don't know, the whole reason this got brought up is because me and you had a match at the beach, and it was all for fun. So whoever won and lost, it didn't matter.
It really.
But at the end of the day, I used the Fat Man roll
Squashed them.
and squashed them in the matter of seconds.
I will say both shoulders weren't down.
They
What are
were
your
down.
thoughts on that?
They were down because
No, they weren't.
you were on the ground and you're like,
Nope. That's not. Oh my gosh,
Yeah.
that was just. What the heck did you?
that was the sounds that you were
That's
making.
not what I was saying. I was probably getting crushed, but just because I was getting
But
crushed
here's the thing: is
doesn't
how
mean my shoulders
do
went down.
you know that your shoulders weren't down? You can't
Because
feel
yes, I can.
every
I can feel my shoulders being down.
But when you're being crushed and
I know
you're trying
that for
to
a
keep your
fact.
breath, when you're being crushed and you're trying to catch your breath, you're not going to remember every single
Oh, I remember.
thing.
I'm
Well,
See,
with
okay.
it.
So why don't we just get your weight up and wrestling skills up because you're rusty, and why don't we just run the match back? Are you guys down for that? Are you down for that? Is that something you'd entertain?
It depends on what's going on at the time. As people know, I'm a busy person. And
He can
we'll see.
talk the talk. No.
Would you entertain a boxing match with Noah?
I feel like I've already proved myself, but
Boxing? You didn't touch me.
Oh, you mean a boxing?
Yeah,
match.
Yeah,
just a
yeah.
regular boxing match.
Oh yeah.
Is that something you'd entertain for sure?
If
I think
if
both-
the time is right, then yes. If
I think
not,
that
then
both.
no.
I think that's fair to say because I think that's more of a. I think it's a fair thing to say because wrestling takes more techniques.
Yeah.
Yes,
Well, it's
boxing.
yeah.
Yes, boxing has different
Lot of
techniques.
technique.
A lot of techniques, but it's easier to learn. I think it'd be easier to learn faster than wrestling because there's more stuff to wrestling.
Yeah, I could see that.
Like,
Yeah,
there's more to it.
yeah.
Yes. In a nutshell, boxing is like yes, you have to like move around, duck, dodge.
Yeah.
You have to like do good form about
Perfect form,
1, 2,
Scott. Yeah.
everything. But I think that's easier for me to learn quicker than wrestling itself.
For sure. Yeah.
But I used to be an all-star wrestler.
What are your thoughts on that?
An all-star on.
Oh no, okay, it
being
wasn't an all-star, but in my
How
weight.
many wins do you have on your record?
Oh, I've never lost a match when I was a kid.
I think this is a hot topic. This is touchy because for people who don't know, they've been going back at it
For fun.
for quite a while. Yeah, for fun, but it'll get
Sometimes
heated.
it gets heated, but
It'll get heated.
at the end of the day,
And
we're still friends.
at the end of the day, I don't need to prove myself.
I don't need to prove myself to anybody either.
So let's get that straight right off the
Yeah,
bat.
no.
Do you think between you two, like it? So
If the time was
no,
right.
listen. He said he'd entertain a boxing match
Yeah.
if the time was right, and you did too.
Yeah.
At the end of this podcast, would you guys do a face-off?
I'm not doing a face-off yet because we don't know
We're not ready.
what's happening when
When it's happening?
I have things going on,
Yeah.
and I'm not ready for it yet. But
Once we are ready and we get in shape
for sure.
for it, and then we'll do it.
I don't know why this has nothing to do with the wrestling match and stuff like that. Thoughts on 2025 year of movies? Anyone?
I'll start off by saying I think 2025 is going to be the greatest year for film.
Yep.
In the decade so far. So,
I agree.
I want to say this. The only thing I want to say about I think it's going to be great for the movies. Yes, it's just a slow start.
Yeah, well, it just turned 2025.
I know, but like we still have some movies coming, or like we had a little bit of movies coming out this month, but it wasn't that much.
Yeah.
That they.
And that's usually how January goes.
Oh.
January's usually
So weak. Like they need to step up their game. Even I don't know. They just really need to step up their game.
But yeah, we have it's already out now. Wolfman.
Oh
has
yeah,
come
Sunday.
out.
We'll be seeing that tomorrow.
Hyped for that.
Yeah.
Good movie.
And then we got One of Them Days, starring SZA, Keke Palmer.
So I
Ready for
have a
that as
lot to talk about with movies.
Yeah, let's start with movies.
I got a question. You first. What did you? Okay, so from 2021, or from 2020 to 2024, what year, in your opinion, was the best year for movies? And then I'll get to you next.
Or 2020 what?
2020 to 2024. What do you think was your best year for movies?
Oh, okay. For the horror flicks.
No, just movies in general.
Okay. Question though, for you, in that time frame, Boogeyman, in that.
Boogeyman was 2023.
Okay, so, oh my gosh, this is hard because I love movies. Let's see. What did I watch like so much? What was the most movies I watched?
No, I'm asking.
No, I'm saying what was that one movie that I watched over and over again? I loved Champions. Let's see. I think there's a better movie.
I'm gonna use the restroom really quick.
All right.
We'll think about. What would you say? Like, I don't know. There's not on the top of my head. I don't know all the movies that came out.
Let's start out with. I'm going to start out with 2022. 2022 was a great year for movies. One of my favorite movies of all time, and I didn't know if we were. We don't have to talk about this movie, but The Batman.
Okay.
Robert Pattinson, Paul Dano.
Wasn't there another movie that came out with the DCs?
Colin Farrell. That came out in 2022. 2022, we also got the masterpiece, which is Barbarian.
Gosh, that was such a freaking good movie.
We also got the masterpiece, which was RRR. We also got the masterpiece, which was it was an Oscar winner. Are we good?
Ooh, Black Phone, man. I
Black
don't know.
Phone was 2021. We also got. I'm trying to remember.
Okay, I can say for this year so far, that I don't like is Peter Pan Neverland Nightmare was a nightmare. Like it wasn't that great.
2023, I would say
Was your best year?
either 2022 or 2023. 2023, we got Godzilla -1.
Oh gosh, I hate
We
that
got The Color Purple.
one. That was a good movie.
We got The Boogeyman. A lot of other things to go along with that.
I love the Boogeyman.
I
That was
think-
on my birthday too.
I would say 2022
yeah.
because that was the Batman, RRR, the Barbarian,
But what about
Avatar: The Way of Water,
that one?
The Woman King,
Oh, that was a good one actually.
Prey.
What was the Northman? Was that one on there?
That was 2022.
I gotta
That's
say,
pretty
I
good.
think my favorite year. I'm not much of a movie. I like movies, but I haven't seen as many as you. But I think 2023. I think that movie with William Dafoe we saw, where he's trying to escape.
Inside.
Batman, Part 1.
That was 2022.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Good movie though.
Yeah.
Then Part 2 get pushed back to?
October 1st, 2027.
I'm actually.
The Batman Part 2.
I heard that. I don't know if that's true. Who's the new
Batman?
Joker? Is it
Bill
Bill
Skarsgård
Skarsgård?
Is what everybody's saying.
But what
Is he
was
gonna
that
be in
preview?
Batman?
But what was that preview with another Joker with that from the last Joker 2?
That he's not going to be in any future movies. He was
Really?
just a blip in that one.
Just a filler?
They're done with the Joaquin Phoenix stuff.
Okay.
Yeah, I think they ruined it, to be quite honest.
Well, I think the first one was better.
The first one was a masterpiece.
The second one was kind of a yoke.
Yeah.
In some aspects, but I liked the music. I thought it went well. I just think it could have been better.
What did you think about Joker Folie à Deux, the musical?
I like that.
The one that we just recently went and saw.
Yeah.
I like it. It wasn't.
I'm gonna say this. Yes, we've had our disagreements on the the Joker. We've had our disagreements.
Yeah.
I'm gonna stand by my word and not say this. I'm not saying I hate the Joker because you like him. I'm saying I'm not a fan of that film because it was more so a musical than anything. There was hardly any action, in my opinion. More singing.
Yeah, that makes sense.
I
love musicals. But...
Yeah, no, that's all right. We will get to the topic: who's better, Batman or Joker? That's got to be discussed on the first episode of the pod. Not till later.
My opinion, though, I already.
He hasn't changed yet.
Hasn't changed.
Okay.
But if we were actually to say who's my favorite of all time,
no. This is just
of
between
DC
Joker
characters,
and Batman.
Of DC characters, Shazam.
I like Shazam. I think he's good.
Shazam. Well, I
think Superman wipes the floor with Shazam, but yeah.
He's my favorite too. Okay, so it goes like this: Shazam, Superman, of course, and Flash. I love those. I don't like Batman because he doesn't seem like I can relate to him. I'm not a trillion.
And you can relate to the Joker? That's crazy.
I feel like they can because everybody has problems.
Wait, we're getting
okay, but Batman has problems. His parents got killed.
That's it.
He has to save other people. That's a problem.
He doesn't have to. He chooses to.
That's what makes him a good person.
No, but
yeah!
I got him. Well, here's the thing. He lives in Gotham. This place is terrible.
He's a depressing person.
The law
How can he be a
when your parents both get unalived, shall we say? What else are you gonna be?
Right.
You're gonna be depressed. But anyways, he lives in Gotham, a city where law enforcement is not up to date with what's going on. They let rampant crime
He's arrogant.
continue to go on, and he has all the money in the world. He could leave and go live his life greatly, but what does he do?
He should.
What does he do?
Saves
he
the world.
stays to save and try to defend the innocent bystanders in Gotham. Very Trump-like.
I agree.
Very Trump-like.
Because Trump has all the money in the world. He
Yeah,
could
but
go
he's
off and do his other thing.
He's a better person.
Trump and Batman are like the same people, my guy.
Okay, so I'm not steering away from this. I'm not steering
No,
away from
you're
this
good.
conversation. I want to get into this a little differently. Okay, so I think I was looking on this, I don't know, it was on TikTok, or it was on some kind of social media. It was saying something like, I don't know who stole who, Batman and Batman and Iron Man, someone stole, they're pretty much similar stories. Because they're both geniuses. They're
Self-made millionaires.
Yeah, they're kind of self-made. One's more self-made than.
That's true. I guess Iron's
parents, more self-made.
No, Iron Man. He's basically following off his dad.
They're both following off their dads, basically.
Are you saying Joker's following?
No. I'm not saying Joker. I'm saying.
No, I'm not Joker. I messed
Batman.
up. You're saying Batman's following after his dad?
Not after his dad, but like his money.
Well, but the money just inherits into
right.
him
No. I wasn't saying anything
purpose.
bad about that. I was saying that they're both They
No,
didn't
I'm
earn.
not-
They didn't
I
earn
don't,
the money
I'm not saying you're
from
saying
scratch.
anything bad. I'm just saying this
They didn't
is
earn the
how-
money from scratch. Is what I'm saying. Like they didn't like. They weren't coal miners. They weren't. They weren't doing labor jobs. They were just like, oh, I inherited this. They didn't earn the money. You know,
Yeah.
like.
So, what do you view that as? A good thing or a bad thing?
Well, it just depends on.
Like,
I don't
are
think-
you gonna judge Batman differently because his dad had money and because he died, it goes to the next person in their family bloodline?
No, I'm not gonna judge that way. I'm just saying that Batman doesn't have that he doesn't have the knowledge of learning how to earn a dollar.
I think that's false. I mean, he's a grown ass man.
No, what I'm saying is no, I mean like he's not earning that dollar like from scratch. You know how like there's normal people who like literally coal miners. They're making a lot of money, or they're making not a lot of money. They're making money, but they're doing
But
it like
here's-
day to night.
Here's the difference, though, is the way
He is just getting inheritance, and he's just living off of his dead or unalived parents.
You know,
what I'm
but
saying?
he's using the money in a good way. He's
He
But
might.
you want to know something too? What you're like, you don't understand what you're saying is like, yes, he has that money, so he can go do whatever he wants. But instead, he's still working.
and
Where's he working? Where is he
and-
working though?
He's saving innocent people and protecting Gotham.
because the Gotham City Police don't do their job, and so like in the movies, when you watch the movies, like for example, the Batman, the Asian guy on the train was getting ganged up by the three criminals,
Sure.
and if Batman wasn't there, they would have unalived that innocent guy. He was just sitting there on the train, going to his next stop, and if Batman wasn't there, and it was just the police he had to depend on.
I don't think
Like
he,
I support law enforcement fully, but in this realm,
Scenario.
in this scenario, the Gotham City Police are not great, and so nobody would have been there for him. So Batman was there.
but they
for
didn't
him.
have to go. He didn't have to go like super rough and tough. You know what I mean? Like he
So
went out in the
so-
wrong. So you can defend people, but I don't think you should have like.
But it was 4-on-1.
He almost like killed them or unalived them or whatever. You
It would have been 4-on-1. So because that would be like, I don't know what you want him to do instead, but would you want him?
But
to,
isn't there like ways to
would you want him
around
to
it?
try to? Because there's no talking those people out of it. Their minds are made up.
But if people say that he's the best in like, oh, what was it like the negotiator, then wouldn't he have no problem not? I mean, like if he's the best negotiator, then
Well,
shouldn't he not be?
I don't think he's the best negotiator. He's the
Or they're
best,
saying that he's the best detective.
he's the best detective.
But if he's the best detective, then why can't he find his parents?
Killer?
If
What
he's
is-
so called the best,
What does that matter though?
I'm just saying that everybody thinks that he's high and mighty when.
He's done more than what Joker's
he,
ever done.
he knows who the.
Well, I don't care about Joker.
Yeah,
he
you
know-
do.
he
I
has-
do. I love Joker. I'm
he
just
knows
saying.
who is-
If we're talking about Batman right now,
Okay, so if we're gonna talk stats between the
Wait,
two,
but I'm saying he knows who the killer or who the unaliver is in the comics. In the movies, they portray it like he thinks. Like for example, in The Dark Knight, they portray it as if he thinks it's Joker for that movie. In the comics, the character himself finds out and figures it out. There hasn't been a movie yet where they've went that deep because it would be a 5-hour movie if they did.
right? But I mean, I just feel like if you're gonna go make a comic book, if you want to make someone happy, go through the story the right way. Because we don't need a I don't like the universe, or was it the multiverse? Because now you're in this sketchy area right now. Because you can say, "Oh, this is Batman. Oh, this is another Batman." No,
Because there's
Isn't
more.
there's more than one Batman's, but I'm like, this is confusing. It gets very confusing. to
No,
follow.
I understand that. Are you're talking about like
The
The
multiverse.
the
There's more
multiverse
than
gets
one.
very
It's like, you know how
hard to.
Spider-Man No Way Home, they all three entered the same universe. That's why they all three.
Do you
fought
think
together.
that Robert Downey Jr. playing as Doctor Doom has anything to do with the multiverse?
Yes.
I think he's gonna be Tony Stark.
Yep.
Turned evil.
Yep.
As
He has
And
to.
create
He has
Doctor
to.
Doom.
Yep.
Doctor Doom, but he's gonna be.
Well,
I think if they want to do good, they need to make an Iron Man suit green.
Yeah.
And silver, like
But-
Doctor Doom.
as well, they're doing the same thing to Captain America, the real Captain America, not Sam Falcon.
Yeah.
right?
No. Yeah. I
I'm
don't
not
know his
saying
name. Sam is his name, but
Sam is his name, but
I don't know.
Falcon is his
like superhero.
superhero name. But there's no beef with I don't have a problem with him playing it because
Yeah.
but they should have called him Captain Falcon. I know
I like that.
it might have been a trademark that they couldn't use.
No, I like
because
that.
of-
with Anthony Mackie
Yeah,
playing
yeah.
him.
They should have called him Captain Falcon,
Well,
but I think that's
because-
a trademark that they can't
Well,
go.
because he's still Captain America. He's just because
Because they're
Chris-
using his
well,
wings
because
still.
Chris Edwards, his character passed it over.
Chris
to him.
Edwards. Oh, Chris.
Or not Chris Edwards.
Evans.
Chris Evans passed
Yeah,
the
yeah.
torch. So it's still the same person. It's just a different guy being him.
Yeah, I can see that.
Talking about Captain America, what are our thoughts on Captain America 4 coming out, starring
Would you count
Red
that as?
Hulk?
Would you count that as 4 though? Because it's its own movie.
Well, they're all their own movies. They're
No,
just
but I'm
different.
saying it's like its own.
Yes, it's number 4.
It's not with the same guy.
Doesn't matter. It's
But
still.
it's the 4th movie. Because they passed the torch, so it's still the same.
It's labeled
story.
Captain
it's
America.
still the same story. It's
That's
just
true.
Yeah.
That's true.
But my thought, I'm excited. I think.
I think Hulk.
Who's the actor playing Red Hulk?
No, I forgot what his name is.
Harrison.
Harrison
Ford.
I think Harrison Ford playing Red Hulk is great.
I like
think
it,
it's
and
awesome.
I think he's going to be a great
It
president.
makes sense.
He's going to be a great president of the United States.
Yeah.
I think Red Hulk looks amazing.
I just
in
don't know
this.
if it's too red. Like, the only problem is because I love Hulks and I want them to have more Hulk movies out there. Like, I'm so excited for Red Hulk because I don't want them to ruin it like they did to She-Hulk. I love She-Hulk. but
Yeah, She-Hulk was.
Gosh, it was.
The,
Stupid.
I'll say in that Hulk movie with She-Hulk, I gotta say Marvel's gone down on their like CGI. I think it's terrible.
Yeah, they have.
Well, and the thing is,
Marvel's
they're
gone
not.
down in general. And
It wasn't even like.
It almost is like a
remotely-
low budget movie, but not really.
It wasn't even remotely. There's no action to it. Well, there's some, but not. It was like more dialogue.
And I don't think Marvel's done good with their shows. Like, I'm excited for Daredevil Born Again.
Is that a show?
Coming out in
Why do they
March.
Why do they do a show when they could do a movie?
Well, because there was a show, season 1, 2, and 3.
Oh, is
This
this
is-
season 4 then now?
Yeah.
Oh.
Kingpin's going to be in there.
Same actor too, I guess.
Yep, I'm excited for that. But I haven't liked. Oh, look. Love Hurts is on the Ring apron tonight.
Oh yeah, that movie.
We'll have to talk about that later. But anyways,
Oh, freaking hurts! Oh my god.
anyways, what
I'm
were
just-
you even
Basically,
talking about?
Hulk.
Hulk.
I'm just worried that they're gonna make Hulk look like a tub of goo.
I think Marvel's shows have been like very good for if you need a good.
I just
scene.
don't want him to look like a tub of goo. Like, he kind of looks like Hellboy.
Yeah.
And
I like that he's a really bright red though because in She-Hulk he was like a grayish green, like very light
can read these off.
green.
Look up what you want. Movies of 2025 coming out.
But I want to finish this point too. As for shows with Marvel,
Yeah.
they've been very boring, put you to sleep. I thought
Mhm.
She-Hulk was that way. I thought Echo was that way.
I like
agree.
Echo.
Yeah.
So hopefully they step it up this year.
Let's
And
go
I'm
off the
not-
list of movies of 2025.
Oh, like the new ones coming up.
Yeah, he's
So
yeah.
okay, so I'm gonna name these off
And
and
then
do short answer. We'll do like short, like
Like
one sentence answer.
like what do you
excited
mean,
or
I'm
not
always excited.
Okay.
Like I can't wait
Okay.
for this.
Yeah,
I don't.
yeah.
Like,
You'll go and then I'll go.
Okay,
So you first.
and then I'll do my thought at the end as
Okay.
well. Okay, we got from the producers of Barbarian, we got Companion.
Yeah, I know
It's tough.
this one's tough because I'm not sure.
Hold your tongue.
I know I need to hold my tongue.
Because you're looking for yeah.
I need to hold my tongue. I think it's going to be interesting. I hope it's not like Megan. If it's like Megan, then I'm not.
Remember
gonna
when he
watch
said
it.
short answers only? Not like.
Sorry,
What do you think about it?
I'm scared actually.
I'm excited.
I'm excited too. I thought Barbarian, one of my favorite horror films of all time.
Oh, I love Barbarian.
Excited for this one.
Yes, sir.
Number 2 on here is Den of Thieves 2, Pantera.
Okay.
We already saw this.
Lame.
We walked out.
Next.
Number 3 on here is James Gunn's Superman.
Oh, excited! So excited! I can't wait for the dog.
Yeah,
Oh,
I'm hyped for that.
So,
I'm hyped for that.
this is my number 1 most anticipated movie of the year.
the
I'll be
suit looks so sexy.
Pause.
I'll be in the theater day 1 for this.
Like
Pause.
it's amazing that they're going back to the old comic book.
Okay, number 4 on here we got Flight Risk.
Flight Risk. Oh my gosh!
I'm
Is that the one with Mark Wahlberg in it?
Mark
Yes.
Okay,
It
yeah.
looks-
I'm
it looks pretty
excited.
good. I don't know if I'm going to end up going to the theater. To
Oh, I'm
this,
going.
because there's a lot of stuff coming out that weekend.
I'm excited because
Can't do a double feature.
It's hard for me to do double features. That's the thing.
I think this is cool what they did, what Mark Wahlberg did. He, instead of doing a bald cap, he actually shaved his head.
Yeah,
for it.
yeah.
That is freaking.
That just goes to
amazing.
show how far he wants this.
Yeah.
This
And he said this
spot,
in
yeah.
the interview. He was like this. The lady said this. Are you sure? Are you worried that your hair is not going to grow back? He's like this. It will grow back, and I don't care.
Well, it's hair, of
All
course.
right, number 5, we got Jurassic World Rebirth,
Hyped.
starring
I don't know much
Scarlett
about that one.
Johansson. This is directed by Gareth
Scarlett
Edwards.
Johansson's in it?
Yeah,
Really?
and it's directed by
Ooh.
a knee to
Oh.
the face.
Yep, that's
Oh,
tough.
in
That's
the
tough to
early
defend.
prelims. But yeah, we have directed by Gareth Edwards. He recently did Godzilla, the one with Bryan Cranston. He did The Creator. He did Star Wars Rogue One. Very good director.
I'm excited.
for
I
this
think
one.
it's fair to say all of us are interested and
I-
excited.
I haven't watched the preview, so I'm not sure.
Is it
I
something
love-
you'll take time to watch?
Oh, I would watch that because I
Okay.
like the last. I thought the last one was interesting,
Okay.
funny, kind of.
All right, we're gonna skip over Captain America: Brave
We
New
already
World.
kind of
'cause
talked
we
about
just-
that.
Yep.
I'm excited.
Number 7, we are going to talk about this, and this is interesting because I'm watching this tomorrow. We got Wolfman.
Yep. I'll be there. I'm excited. I'm excited.
I am too. I've been up and down with Blumhouse. I think they've done some great movies. I think they've also done some not so good ones, but I'm hyped for this one.
I will say, I watched it not too long ago. Like I think it was, what was it? I don't know if it was yesterday or not, but it was actually good. I will say it was pretty good. I would recommend it.
Yeah.
All right, next up, number 8. Oh yeah,
What's
And I
this
don't
one?
recommend a lot of movies.
28 years later.
I am hyped for that. That
Me
it
too.
looks like a solid film.
I'm excited.
Did the preview actually, or did the trailer actually show up now?
Yep.
When was that?
About a month ago.
Oh, okay, I need to
Aaron
check that one out.
we got Aaron Taylor Johnson coming back
Okay.
to play in this movie. We got a lot of great actors.
Anna?
No, Aaron. He's the guy that played Kraven the Hunter,
Oh.
and he played in No.
What were your thoughts on Kraven the Hunter, by the way?
I haven't watched it yet.
Okay.
I'm kind of nervous.
I thought it was terrible.
Really?
Worst Marvel
I'm
film?
glad that this Sony Spider-Man universe is over with because
Yeah.
I'm just not.
What was it? Too much dialogue, not enough action.
It was just boring.
Like, even the fight scenes were boring?
Nothing that was like
You'd say
super exciting.
The fight scenes were boring, or no?
Yeah, they were just your
Regular.
traditional fight scene, something I've already seen before.
Right. That's like the thing. Yeah.
What's that movie coming out? The one that with Marshawn Lynch in it. The one that Noah's not.
Oh, Love Hurts.
Yeah.
Starring Academy Award winner Ke Huy Quan, former Seattle Seahawks Super Bowl champion Marshawn Lynch.
Good film.
What a duo!
Looks like a good film.
I'll be there.
I understand. Not really. Kind of understand what you're saying, but it just doesn't make sense.
The only thing that I have a problem with, I don't. First of all, I think
you think he's a wannabe Jackie Chan.
Yes, I think he's a wannabe Jackie Chan, and it's not because of his race.
No,
it's because he's. I think he's just. He hasn't found himself yet. He's trying to be someone who he's not.
But he won an Academy Award.
Yeah. I don't understand.
That movie did not deserve it.
I think he played a great role. He was funny.
He wasn't that. I don't think he was funny. I think he was like all over the place. He was like on crack in that movie.
It was, after all, everything, everywhere, all at once.
Yep.
All over the place, all at once. Match.
I got a film that we didn't discuss. I have a quick film that we didn't discuss, and I want your take on it. I don't know if you've seen it. Roadhouse 2, starring Conor McGregor and Jake Gyllenhaal. What's his name?
Jake Gyllenhaal. What a movie. Post Malone was in this as well.
I still haven't watched it.
It's outstanding.
Can we get your rating?
I'd give it like an 8 or a 9 out of 10.
Yeah, Conor McGregor's first film. I'd say that too.
Yeah. Do you think Post Malone and Conor McGregor are gonna be back in the theaters again? Or back in?
I think Conor might do another.
Are they done?
Post Malone just had another movie come out. I just didn't watch it. It was that one with Jack Black, the Santa one.
Oh.
Post Malone was in that, but I didn't watch it.
I don't think that. I don't want to waste my time with that movie.
All right.
Okay, now let's go back to the list here. Number 9, Disney's Snow White.
Is that live action?
Live action, yeah.
I'm gonna watch it, but I don't like her voice. The main actress's voice is beautiful. Like, she's like a really good singer. Her politics is another story.
Yeah.
I don't know if I'm probably not gonna go to theaters for this.
Really?
I'm just not. I will say the movie looks.
The dwarfs kind of look stupid.
The movie looks good. I just don't. I feel like there's a lot of other movies that I'd rather see than to go see. Like, I don't want to go see Snow White in a theater.
What is that one that's coming out in theaters? Elo?
Lilo and Stitch?
No, Elio. Elio looks good. That's a Pixar.
So as far as the Snow White movie, I mean, you know my take. I'm not. I don't like
cartoons. Disney?
No, I don't.
Like Princess?
I don't like singing. Like.
Oh, musical type.
I don't like musicals.
Yeah.
Is it a full-on musical though?
It's gonna be.
It'll be.
It's gonna be.
That's why they picked her. Is because of
musicals, my opinion, too slow. Just not for me.
Right. And the what is it? The 7 Little Dwarfs look pretty. I think the CGI needs to get better on that one, to be honest. But I always saw a commercial, so I can't really judge, even though I'm gonna be judging.
All right, number 10, we got In the Lost Land, starring Dave Bautista. This was that. Remember that trailer we saw with Bautista, the action one?
Oh,
that we thought we were like.
I probably won't go see it in theaters, and I'll probably wait till it's out.
In the Lost Land?
Yeah.
What was it like roughly about?
Here, this is what the thing looks like.
Why does that look like Zorro? Zorro.
It's supposed to be.
Or Captain Hook.
People are saying that it's a mix of Furiosa and Dune 2. If you put the movies together, you get In the Lost Lands.
It also looks like Peter Pan or something.
11.
Like Captain Hook or something.
I probably won't watch it. I don't think. Maybe at home. Maybe even not at home. Moving on, number 11, and we'll do the top 25.
I agree. Yeah.
Top 20.
Number 11, we've already seen it. Peter Pan's Neverland Nightmare.
Not a
That
fan.
was not
We didn't like it. I don't even think we
Okay,
should
move
waste
on.
time talking.
No.
Number 12, we have Wicked for
Oh.
Good.
Wait, is that the second one?
Yeah, they changed. It was going to be Wicked Part 2. Now it's called Wicked for Good.
So
I think there's.
I haven't seen it, and I don't want to see it. I've heard it's woke. I've heard it.
The second one or the first one? I don't think it was.
Well,
I heard
it's Ariana Grande has come out saying stuff after the fact.
Yeah, that was after the fact. If she didn't open up the trap, it would have been
I
fine.
didn't.
So is this your call out to Ariana Grande?
Yeah, I don't like her. I think she's a wannabe person.
I thought she was the only outstanding part in the movie. I don't know.
You haven't watched if you watched the play, it would have been different. The play is so much better.
I think it's just.
But
I'm not really.
You're not into musicals.
I like it. It's got to be like top of the line, like La La Land.
I've never watched that.
Complete masterpiece. Other than that, there's not really like I'll get down with a Disney musical movie like Moana, but that's different.
I don't think that's much of a difference. Just the only difference is it's a cartoon and live action. I think that's probably the only difference.
Well, yeah, and I
see.
just think cartoon characters singing
Do it better.
is different than watching a live action people singing around and.
I mean,
Yeah,
wait.
fact.
So are you saying that? Because I think, and not a lot of guys will admit this, and I'll be the first one. High School Musical.
Fuck High School Musical.
What?
Oh my gosh!
Such a good movie.
I
Not all of them were good.
back when I was younger, I would probably watch it. Now looking back, as I'm more of a movie person, I like to watch stuff.
Okay, if you go back to it, it's funny because the person who played Bella, not Bella, whatever her name is, the main girl who was in the swimming pool, she was actually drowning in that scene. She
Really?
had a stunt double. It was very, I mean,
Would you ever want to be a stunt double, Noah?
I think it'd be fun. I mean, I'd be like,
Would you want to be a stunt double?
No.
No.
what? Not for, who would you?
If Mark Henry played a movie,
What?
what are your thoughts on Mark Henry?
One of the greatest heavyweight
Oh my
wrestlers
gosh,
of all time,
dude.
former WWE champion, what have you.
What have you?
Okay, let's move on to number 13. We're getting off the rails here,
Oh
but
my
it's
God.
fine. It's fine.
It's a
Number
podcast.
13,
It's a debate. Fighting
The
debate.
Fantastic Four: First Steps.
Oh. Damn.
I'm so excited.
Starring
it's my favorite. I
Pedro
love-
Pascal.
All right, I didn't know he was in it. I didn't even know. I'll have to go see that.
Pedro is
I'm
going to
not
be
gonna-
playing Reed Richards.
You know, I'm not going to belittle him. You know, I think he's going to be a great actor. He just hasn't had a good role for him yet.
What are you talking about? He played in The Equalizer, Mandalorian, Gladiator,
He was in, yeah.
Well, maybe
The
I just
Last
haven't
of
watched.
The Last of Us.
I would say he hasn't had a bad
He's
role
had
yet.
big roles.
The Unbearable Weight of Massive Talent, starring Nicolas Cage. He was in that as well.
I don't think I ever watched that.
As
A lot of stuff I haven't watched.
far as a big year for movies.
Yeah.
This one is
14, we got A Working Man. It's
Working Man.
basically like The Beekeeper, but without bees.
So
As
is it
far as,
basically just a spinoff?
It's like
Prequel?
it's from the producers of The Beekeeper. It's a different story.
It just has a different
It's
vibe.
literally
It just
the
has
same. It's
vibe.
like to me, I don't know yet, but it looks like the same movie. But instead of a beekeeper, he's a working man.
Is it the same guy though?
Yeah, same guy, Jason Statham. So it's gonna be. I'll watch it. I'll watch anything Jason Statham.
Yeah, me too. It's hard. How can you play a movie and how can this actor or any actors play in a similar movie that doesn't, I don't know what I'm trying to say. Basically what I was trying to say was, how can that person play a movie that's similar to that role? and not have backlash.
So, a little off topic, movie related. I need your take on this.
Oh my god.
At number 22, I know we skipped a little bit. A Minecraft movie.
Yes,
Hype.
I am hyped.
Starring.
It looks fun. It's starring Jack Black. We also got Danielle Brooks in there. She did a tremendous job in the color purple.
Oh yeah.
We also have Aquaman himself. Well, actually, no. Now he's Lobo. We got Lobo himself.
I feel like he can do a really good
Jason
Lobo.
Momoa.
Yeah. I just don't know if it's like.
It looks fun to me.
I don't know if they're not trying to make it Minecraft itself because it's a different story. That's what they said, right?
Yeah, a Minecraft movie.
So it's not realistic. It's not based off of the game, people.
Yeah, it is. Because there's an older game called a Minecraft story.
Oh, was it?
Yep. And
it's based off the game. They're just gonna
like do it their own style.
It's like an adventure. They're gonna go deep into things that we've never. The game
based off the game,
and it's based off the game, but they're also
is that the
doing
Western one.
No.
So
basically, what it is, because
that's Red Dawn.
So I've played the game.
I have to show you.
So here, go ahead.
Yeah, after this podcast, I'm gonna show you the trailer. You gotta see the trailer.
Okay. So what Until Dawn is? I played the game. It's a horror game. It's like 6 teenagers that go up into the mountains in the woods, and there's this Native American like legend called the Skinwalker / Wendigo, and it basically in the game like it picks all of them off one by one. You have to try and defeat it. It's in the woods in the mountain. It's gonna be fire. I'm hyped.
Okay. So is it kind of like that? Well, no, never mind. That was dumb.
Yeah. So like the game, or like a Minecraft movie, Until Dawn is they're diving deeper into some things that we haven't seen yet.
Oh,
and Minecraft is doing it, and I like it because
it's not the same stuff.
A lot of gamers will watch the movie and they're like, "Oh, this is the same exact thing." We don't like. Yeah, we want to see it in movie form, but I feel like we want to go the extra mile and see something we haven't seen, so it's not so predictable.
Well, and maybe they haven't like told it in the game yet because it hasn't. There's not like an extra map pack or something.
It's kind of this happened in The Last of Us. I didn't play the game, so everything to me is new. But for people that did play the game, the movie is like the game with live action characters. For me, it's amazing because I didn't watch the game or I didn't play the game. So
I just think that girl is amazing. She just sounds just awful.
So as far as
we lost connection here.
Of what?
Oh, maybe it's
Oh, the podcast or the show?
no the fight. The internet went out or something.
Yeah.
It said. Did you know that the internet went out?
My phone's still showing it.
Well,
Well,
I'm gonna go to the bathroom. You guys are.
Yeah, that's fine. As far as like movies go, thoughts on WWE this year?
Wait, what's?
Oh, movies.
Oh,
As far as movies,
Okay,
what are your
yeah.
thoughts on like WWE?
wait, getting off a movie topic.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, WWE, they've had a great year. The Rock has been back. Roman Reigns, the Royal Rumble is coming up. WWE's been the best it's ever been. It's on Netflix now. I don't really have much to say, but WWE's great. If you don't watch it, go watch it. It's good.
Yeah, it's big.
They partnered up with TKO and UFC that we're watching tonight is under TKO as well. So the partnership is there. Professional wrestling, mixed martial arts combined to make TKO. What are your thoughts?
I don't know. It's a money move, so kudos to them, I guess. But I think WWE and UFC will always be separate things.
What is happening with this?
I think it's just like if you want to like exit out and then retry it.
Yeah, well, I think it's hooked up to my phone, but we'll deal with that after
Yeah.
everything. But yeah,
You think it'll play back? Like you think it'll play again? Like
it'll work again. I just
Give it time.
I can't go onto my phone and do it yet until we're done.
As far as like that goes, like, aren't you and Noah planning on going to like, aren't you guys planning on going to like WrestleMania or something like that?
We were going to, but
Man, I have some stuff to talk about that.
yeah, to sit in the nosebleeds was over $1,000, and that
It was
doesn't
basically getting a used car. Actually, it was more than $1,000.
yeah, it's like $1,200-1,300.
It was like basically getting a used car. It's ridiculous. I blame this on 100%. The ticket guy that you guys all know, and you guys all say. Now, I'm not saying you guys, but the people in general were like saying, "Oh my goodness, we like The Rock." It's The Rock's fault for overcharging. Yeah.
Well, and I get it because people are buying. It's gonna be sold out.
Yeah, but
So
they don't need to charge it.
I bet they could make it $2,000. They'd still sell it out.
I don't understand.
They
how.
could make it $3,000.
But
They'd still sell it out.
at the end of the day, though, they're not getting the people who are super fans and they can't afford it though.
When I don't,
That just doesn't
like,
seem right.
I'm like I wanted to go. I don't mind watching it at home.
But it would have been a really cool experience seeing John Cena live.
Yeah.
Logan Paul live, maybe. I don't know. But yeah, it's unfortunate.
What else do we got to talk about? We already went over Batman, pretty much. So that's.
I want to talk UFC because you're kind of getting into it now this year, and you're getting better at it and understanding. What are your thoughts so far, both of you, on UFC events?
I had a really good time with the last event. I thought it was really cool. What was that one? Was that the Sphere?
That was a couple months ago.
Yeah.
Okay, well, I like the Sphere in Las Vegas. That was a really cool match. I really did like the match with Jones.
Oh, John Jones and Stipe Miocic?
Yeah.
That was a good
really
one.
cool one. What was the last one that was a really good one? It was a nail biter. That you won by 1 point. Barely. But he should have won more.
Oh, by judge's decision?
Yeah.
I think that was the Marab and Sean O'Malley one.
Oh, I thought that was
Was
a
it?
really good one.
Yeah. Oh no. Was it the Michael Chandler fight? The one where he was.
Oh,
Yeah.
Michael
Yeah,
Chandler
yeah,
versus
That
Charles
one-
Oliveira.
That was.
That one
two.
made me like really respect the
Chandler looked great even in defeat when he lifted him up and.
Mhm.
Yeah, I've been a huge fan of these fights. I can't wait
Yeah.
for UFC 312.
And there, I think in like for me just beginning it or starting it, watching this makes me want to watch more. If they
Yeah.
do, if they fight really good.
UFC's coming to the Northwest, I think, pretty soon.
Seattle. Yeah,
Yeah.
fight night.
Yeah, I wonder how much the tickets are.
They're like $250, I think,
Oh, it's
for
good seats or nosebleeds.
like 200s levels, 200s level seating.
Where is this going to be at? Moda Center?
No, Climate Pledge Arena.
Where's that at?
It's in by the Space Needle in downtown
Oh,
Seattle.
you,
I went
did
there.
say Seattle.
I've only been there. I've been there one time.
Was that for that?
It's
We able to get the UFC back up and running, or
I have to get to my
Oh.
phone to get the not the Wi-Fi, the internet.
oh, okay,
Probably because the camera's rolling.
yeah.
But
yeah.
So
But
good
yeah.
podcast episode though so far. What do you guys thought?
Yeah, I think it's just gonna get better and better. I mean, this first one is.
and when more movies come out and
No.
we start talking and
Fight.
Maybe we could just do a couple here and there. And yeah. We have so much stuff to say.
Yeah. It's a good
Yeah.
podcast so
Yeah.
far.
I feel like it's gonna get even better.
Caden, showing off the new.
Oh yeah, brand new Oreo, golden Oreo cakesters. I haven't
Break
had
them out.
yet.
Break it out. Break it
Want
out.
to try?
Yeah.
There you go.
Let's try it. Are you gonna try one?
Oh yeah, I can't wait.
Let's try them.
They look soft.
You wanna try?
They come in 2.
Oh, 2-pack. I'm excited to try these.
This actually looks like a banger.
Let's try them.
And I this might be a this might be a thing to say, but like I like the golden ones way better than the Oreo.
I agree.
It's the
These-
dumbest thing you could say.
What? You don't agree?
No.
I agree. I think golden Oreos are
Way better.
far superior compared to.
So far superior.
Let's try these. They're different than the
No.
chocolate ones.
No.
You don't like them?
No.
What? Oh my goodness.
They're not as. They're not as.
I just like
These
the
are
chocolate with the like.
These are more of like a chewy cookie.
Yeah.
The other ones are
Wow.
softer, like cakey.
What is it? Is it the cream tastes like Oh, like cream cheese based,
These are good.
creamier.
I like them.
Uh-huh. Oh, 10 out of 10. No, I won't give it a 10 out of 10. I'll give it a 8.5. Really good.
Are you watching us?
Well,
It's a good podcast.
It is.
I think the further we take this, the
One,
bigger
we're
it's
gonna
gonna get.
We're gonna have guests on here.
We got here. I'll name off the guests.
The
We're gonna each
confirmed.
take turns naming off 3 guests you're excited for. I'm gonna go first.
Well, wait. Do we know? Are these confirmed?
Not yet, but I think it'd be easy to get them on. They're not like famous or anything.
Yeah.
Timmy,
yes.
Timmy.
Damon,
Oh my gosh, that would be a fun podcast. Not
and
gonna lie.
hopefully we can get Kyle Gunderson on.
Oh my god.
I have look at your turn.
Okay, my 3. I'm gonna go. I think we should try to get. And if you're watching this, Luke, come on the podcast. Luke Roth. Let's get him on here to talk about his mid-major media. We'll talk sports.
Yep.
We'll talk ducks. We'll talk beavers. Come on, Luke.
So get in here.
Get in here.
Yep.
Let's go.
Big Matt.
You want your rematch with him?
Yep. We'll get Big Matt on here, and maybe
This is so good.
maybe David McQuaid.
I don't know. I don't know who these people are.
I haven't even really talked to him. Really
Let's
much before,
get Let's get Nick. What's his name? The coach,
but-
Nick Schuler.
Nick Schuler. Let's get Jordan Leland.
What?
Let's get Nick Scholl.
Oh my god.
Let's get. I don't know. I'm just naming off people right now. I don't know. Who do we get?
One more people will want to join. Like we'll
Cal
get,
for Denver.
yeah, we'll get people who want to get on the podcast.
We're just kind of starting up, and then hopefully we can get bigger in the scene of podcasting. And there's no way you think those are good. Those are ass.
These are really good.
They're good,
They're so
and you
bad.
know it.
No, they're trash.
You know they're good.
They're so soft and
Right. Any topics? Anyone? Just discussions?
That's what I'm trying to think of.
Hey, there's 2 watchers.
Hope's one of them. Hope Wilson.
Ah,
I'm
Who's the
trying
other
to
one?
think of what else.
me. I'm kidding.
No, it is you.
It is me. Are you on there too?
Mm-mm. Oh, so thoughts on the Ducks' legendary season this year?
Oh yeah, undefeated, #1 for the majority of the year, led by head coach Dan Lanning, who I got the privilege to talk to.
Oh, at the coaches' meeting.
Yep, and star quarterback.
Yeah.
Dylan Gabriel. He'll be off to the NFL. Outstanding year. We got to the playoffs and fell short to Ohio State, but Ohio State is rolling right now. And yeah, great year. Fell short. We'll be back next year.
Well, and you guys can like give us some topics. Like once like give us some topics that you guys want us to
Discuss.
talk about because we're open. to anything.
I think as far as the Duck season went, I am not the biggest Ducks fan. I think they're good though, and I don't think you can deny that they're not good. Like I don't think you can deny that. Take that away from them. They went, what were they, 13-1 by the end of the season?
Yep.
So they stayed undefeated the majority of the season. Lost to Ohio, but they have a win over Ohio, so it doesn't really matter. The Ducks solidified their name as one of the best teams,
And they'll be back.
and I mean, you take a look at the trophy case. You
But
can't
they
argue
lost
with
though,
that.
right?
Doesn't matter.
Big Ten champions this year.
And
Well,
you got to take a
Did
look
they
at the
get
trophy
to second
case.
place basically?
They should be first place.
I
They
don't
should,
know.
their
but
record,
aren't they
they
on
aren't-
second
they aren't.
though?
Well, they were first place for a while.
What place are they?
They
at?
won. They beat Penn State in the Big Ten championship, so they have a Big Ten title. And then they went to the playoffs, lost to Ohio State in the Rose Bowl.
So is that the last bowl though?
No, Ohio State plays Notre Dame Monday night,
So they're
live on
basically
ESPN at 4:30. The game's going to be called by Pat McAfee.
I love that guy. That guy's
And
awesome.
we got the Ohio State Buckeyes taking on the Notre Dame Fighting Irish.
So basically, is it been? So are they third place then, technically speaking?
Well, the season's over.
The
but-
placing is just technically as of right now they are still first place, but that's
But
because
if you want to get technical,
that's because the season's over. The replacing won't happen till like later into this year.
But like, yes, they're first place, but in like the the finals. I'm talking about like the finals, like the.
There is no place for them.
Oh, they don't
When-
do places.
When you lose, you don't really. They
You
don't
don't get-
They don't place. Like,
They only do winners, and
there's a champion. There's like.
there's no second place.
Like for example, let's say that Ohio State wins. Notre Dame can say, like I don't think their players and coach would say, we got second place. It's like you either are the champion or you're
Oh,
just
really?
out. Yeah.
I mean, I think the way the Ducks ended the season, it was unfortunate. I think they looked rough in the game against Ohio. I think they had the skill set and the talent to beat them. Unfortunately, they fell short and
Yep.
lost. But I'm not glazing the Ducks.
but
But I'm telling you right now, the Ducks are far better than the Beavers. Always will be.
look at the trophy case. Look at the trophy case.
For anyone that calls this the Beaver State, I think you're mentally ill and delusional. No, I'm being serious. It's like, you can't say this is the Beaver State. They suck at just about everything they do. Soccer, basketball.
They're good at baseball.
Wow. The one sport no one really watches.
But
Congratulations.
and I'm a Duck fan, but I'm just saying they're good at baseball. But overall, look at the trophy case, and then if you're a Beaver fan, come talk to me. Look at the trophy case first. Come talk to me.
just as a person who doesn't really like
football.
it doesn't matter to me who wins or who loses.
That's fair.
Just
I like that.
because
I like
I'm not a huge big fan of like playing it. Sure is one thing, but like watching stuff on TV, there's better things on TV than sports.
Yeah,
I mean, I love playing golf. I love playing football. I love playing basketball and all of that. But I don't see, and going it to live is different than watching.
But you're
TV.
not as passionate.
No, I'm
as
not as
others.
passionate like others that get too obsessed.
yeah.
Like me.
Yeah. I don't give a rat's butt.
When I start screaming.
I think it's funny.
nuts.
I think it's funny when people get very too intense over something like this. But I get over too tense over movies.
Here's why I think the pod's gonna blow up too. Is like we got an action packed. Like we got summer coming up.
Yep.
Things to discuss. Oh, speaking of football, Texans are losing to the Chiefs right now.
Oh, is that happening tonight?
That game's on right now. Yeah.
Chiefs are gonna get that one.
Yep.
Their butt whoops, maybe. I don't know.
Yeah. I think this has been a good episode so far. And I think we've had a decent amount to talk about, and I think it only gets better.
And I think
from
it's
here.
I think there's gonna be more to it.
I think if we promote the title of the podcast like on social media platforms, I think it'll get bigger. It's been good.
It has been. I'm excited.
There's 4 likes already.
Is this where we're coming to our end here?
I think so. What do you think?
I think so. We've had a great discussion.
The first one's always the shortest one.
And it did get a little. We had some heated moments with the
The Batman and Robin.
I don't think that's ever gonna change because my view.
You stand on business.
I stand for Joker. He stands for Batman.
Yeah.
At this point, it's never gonna change. So there's not much to talk about.
It'll change.
I don't think so.
And let me add to.
Maybe if they have a better storyline.
We're just getting started because, ladies and gentlemen, I have not even dove into the double standard yet.
Next podcast.
Stay tuned. Next podcast, stay tuned. The double standard is coming.
We wrapping that up?
Yep, let's get out of here. Let's watch a good fight. If you haven't, order UFC 311. We got Islam Makhachev taking on Money Muicano.
Yep, Money Muicano.
Main event. Let's do it.
Good fight.
Order the fight. Like the video.
Yeah!
We will be back for a podcast in the near future. Let's get done here.
I think that was a good episode.
End it. Yeah!